I'm with you. I'm wondering what March is going to bring us. January and February, quite a mixed bag. So what's up with, oh, look what just popped out. Uh-oh. So March is bringing us the World. This is a card of closure. So something is ending, which means something new is being birthed. This card is the end of the series of major arcana cards, the end of the series of cards that represent major universal life forces. So let's think about what could be ending. Is it a relationship that you're tired of? Is it a relationship that's no longer serving you? Is it a project that you might be able to tie a bow on? Maybe it's a place that you're living. Maybe it's even something more internal, like a mindset or an identity. We can also go to the deck and ask for some more clarification. So for those of you who are approaching the completion of a project, let's see what kind of message there is to guide you through this completion and on to the next. So we see the 8 of Cups. The 8 is a number of abundance, and Cups is the suit of emotion and intuition. So this is indicating that in completing this project, you're going to feel a lot of emotions, which sounds natural. Like when we're completing something, we could be really sad, we can have regret, we can be ashamed of what we didn't do as well as we wish we'd done, we can be really, really happy about what we did do well. So this is just encouraging us to know that we're going to hold all those emotions. We don't need to fight that. We don't need to skip over any of them. We don't need to avoid the unpleasant ones, because if we sit with all of them, if we experience all of them, let's ask, what will the benefit be of sitting with all those emotions that come with closing up a project? The benefit is this major arcana, like the World is major arcana. It's another universal life force, and it's justice. So justice is not in the terms of, bad or good in a legal trial, though it could mean that. It means a restoration of harmony. So in completing this project, it feels like you're going to be returning to your source, returning to equilibrium, returning to an awareness of how much support you have around you, of how you're working in harmony with nature, working in collaboration with other humans and animals. So as you're approaching the closure of this project, think about that. How are you returning to wholeness? And then let's ask what to focus on to help you when you're ready to start birthing the new. There's no need to rush, but of course with every closure, there's a new opening. As one door closes, another door opens, and we're feeling the Hierophant. So this is number 5 in the major arcana, another universal life force. So this is a big energy for all of us. So the Hierophant is a spiritual authority. So what I'm feeling is, as you're closing this project and reassessing where you are in relationship to your collaborators, to your family, to your friends, to nature, trust your own intuition, trust your own authority. The next project you do is going to be successful if it's governed by you and generated by you, and you are very careful about the choices that you make to make sure that they resonate with what you want and what you see for yourself. So now we can look at messages for people who are reaching a closure in a personal relationship. It could be a friendship, it could be romance, it could be even something like, oh, my child is going off to school, so this phase of our relationship is ending, or even my child is getting married. So for our friends out there who are reaching the end of a certain stage of a personal relationship, the guidance for you is the 10 of Wands. So the 10 is also a number of closure, like the World was the end of a cycle. 10 is also the end of a cycle. And Wands is the suit of passion and creativity. So it feels like, and it feels positive, like, yay, we're reaching a new phase. We can celebrate this. It's not a time of mourning. It's a time of evolution. And what is there for us to clarify this time of celebration and evolution? What can we focus on for the next step? Aha! So from the 10 of Wands, this closure around passion and ideas, and spiritual energy, we get the Ace of Cups. So the Ace is back to the beginning. We go from 10 to Ace. Ace and Cups is the suit of the emotions and intuition. So as you're celebrating the end of this relationship, you can look forward to the beginning of a new one that's going to bring out a new aspect of yourself, a new aspect of your emotional vocabulary. It feels really delicate and special. And we talked about work, we talked about relationships. So let's talk about if your completion is around an aspect of yourself, like you're shedding an identity and moving on to another identity. So for those of us who feel like we're shedding an identity, completing a phase of our life, what is the message for us? How can we move through this transition most gracefully? And I see the 8 of Swords. So we had an 8 earlier. We had the 8 of Cups. So again, 8 is a number of abundance. And Swords is the suit of the mind. And here we see this woman trying to get through a brick wall with a sword over and over and over. And the same outcome happens. She can't break through a brick wall with a sword. And the 2 little birds up there on the plank are watching her like, she's crazy. Why does she keep doing the same thing over and over? So this message to me, this card indicates that what you're shedding, what you are complete with in terms of yourself, is doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. It's time to try another way. So let's ask for some clarification. What vibration is resonating with this other way? What can we focus on or call in to find this other way of being that will be much more satisfying and successful for us? And we see the Daughter of Discs, one of my favorite cards. So Discs is the suit of the earth, of the body, of everything we can touch, taste, hear, smell, everything on this earthly plane. And here we see the daughter. She's channeling information from the heavens down to earth. And the daughter also represents a new side of us. It's like the page in the traditional deck. So in order to evolve from the 8 of Swords, where we're doing the same thing over and over again with the same mindset, hitting our head against the wall, or in this case, hitting our knife into a wall, we need to put our feet firmly on the ground, get into our bodies, get out of our minds and into our bodies. And this new way of being is going to come from being embodied, being present in the moment, and not stuck in our minds. I feel like we could get a little bonus on that, like who is here to help us find this new embodied way of being that's not throwing knives into a brick wall? Who is here to help us? And I see the 3 of Wands. So Wands again is the suit of passion and creativity, and 3 is a number of collaboration. So in this new way of being embodied and grounded, there are people out there to help you. So who do you think those people are? Who comes to mind? Who do you want to be your new improved self with? Think about that. And you could reach out to them. You could talk about it. You could brainstorm ideas. Let them know what you're thinking. You're not doing this alone. We're never doing this alone. That's that for March. If you like this reading and want to continue to receive your monthly tarot readings, please subscribe to this YouTube channel, and I can't wait to hang out with you more.